Remember, he had 2 players from Scottsboro, Alabama that made this list. Now you got 2 players from Peabody that made this list. We talked about Jonathan Hargrove. Now we're talking about David Newton Jr. David Newton Jr. had 20 carries, 150 yards, but the reason he made this list was he scored 5 touchdowns on the ground. And they won the football game and needed every point because it was a shootout. You won the football game 54-41. You need those 5 touchdowns. Those 5 touchdowns now become really impactful for your team and for Peabody to get the win. 5 touchdowns, really good balance between David Newton and Jonathan Hargrove. Looks like Peabody got themselves a pretty good running back rotation with both those 2 running backs. And guess what, Warhorse fans? You're going to have them both for another year because they're both juniors. Still have another year left. But David Newton, 5 touchdowns, 150 yards rushing in the football game to get the win. Pretty impressive performance there for David Newton at number 5, coming in with 637 votes. All right, this is where we start to ramp up a little bit in our top 4. This is a player that has really been Andy Bryson is one of his favorite players. And no offense to everybody else, but I think he's basically voted for him a whole lot because he knew Brajan Melanson for such a long time, going back to when he was probably about 11, 12 years old. He played in a gridiron football junior high All-American game, and he's doing this thing now. He's definitely ascended as probably one of the best players in the 2027 class in the state of Louisiana at this rate, and that's North Iberville wide receiver Brajan B.J. Melanson. And he's all of 6'3", and he plays like it. He plays big. He is big, and he performs like in big games. And that was a big game in a 50-44 win over St. John. You can actually go back and watch the highlights of that football game on your YouTube channel. Like I keep telling you to subscribe. You can go back and watch those highlights on our YouTube channel. So go check that out. But the stats, you know, just being there, being at that game, filming that game, yeah, they definitely do him justice because he definitely was a big reason for that win over St. John. Let's talk about offense first. He had 5 catches, 131 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. He also had a rushing touchdown in the football game, so 3 offensive touchdowns. On defense, he also had an interception on defense, too, along with 11 total tackles in the football game. He was a great leader for his team. He was able to lift up his teammates when somebody was down and they missed a play. He's also been a great leader for this North Iberville football team that's undefeated right now. North Iberville is undefeated. They got a big game coming up against Ascension Catholic. You win that football game, and it's a good chance they can go 10-0. But a great start to the season for the Bears and Bear Country. B.J. Melanson, if you're a big follower in recruiting, make sure to keep an eye on Brajan Melanson in the 2027 class. He is a special player, and he's definitely been really high on him, and rightfully so. And he has a chance to be one of the best players, especially down the road. Especially you can. Still a project, but when you get him going at full speed and you get him at his full potential, boy, watch out. He is going to be a scary one to watch. He's going to be a really good football player, and he is a good football player already, but he has a really high ceiling. So watch out for Brajan Melanson. A good effort there for Bear Country,